Well, we were very fortunate we got a chance to train today. Now, you know, I talk about not interrupting the horses' training schedules and how they have been interrupted the last 2 weeks. Ours has also. So getting back into the swing of things, we missed training for some horses trained Saturday, a few last Wednesday, but been scattered. And then we had some sickness this week in the burn, plus the vet came yesterday because we usually train on Wednesday. Well, I didn't tell the vet we were moving it back a day because because Wednesday looks like crap, right? It looks like freezing rain and rain in the morning. So I moved training back to Tuesday. Well, the vet came and vaccinated a number of horses on Monday, which I come in today and they said, oh, this one's scratched and that one's scratched. So you get a little bit of temperature. I said, okay, fine. Don't worry about it. That's fine. So Sir Strong was perfectly fine. Lady All-Star, they're perfectly fine, but they were scratched this morning from training. Now, some horses I wanted to talk about. I can run through the sets. I can run through who I want to talk about. Why don't I just do all the sets? So set one I missed. I was scratched with Lady All-Star, so James went out in the track with the first set as I was coming down. I can't get down here till 8:30, 8:40 because Addie goes to daycare at 8:15. The burn is 15 minutes from daycare. Simple math. I think I got here at 8:35 or 8:40. They were just coming off the track. I got the scoop. Amy put it on them hard with Cutie Cumber. I was told she was very, very good this morning. Carter Michael Dio was good. Enzo. From what I was told, everybody, Full Heart made a break. She was getting a little hot on Danny. I said, okay, we'll put the snake cord on Full Heart. She's one of these horses, I'll talk about a couple of them coming up, where they're just wound tight, right? They're 225 is boring to them right now, but they're not ready to go faster. So you're kind of stuck in this shuffle where they think or want to go faster than, you know, they're ready or I want to go with them right now, and you end up with this with them making breaks or making mistakes. So there's a couple of horses like that I'll talk about today. But apparently Full Heart made a break. As I said, if she's going to be hot, just give her a little tiny TQ on Saturday. Just take the edge off her so she behaves herself. She's not out of control crazy. I'll talk about a horse that is a handful that will be TQ'd on Saturday and for the foreseeable future until we get down around 2.8, 2.10. And I think at that point he's going to be a little more, as I said the other day, a little more malleable to a little more flexible to listing and doing his work properly. So that's where we're at right now with what's her name, Full Heart. But she's a beast. Very, very nice filly. She's just wanting to do more than we want to do with her just yet. Set two. Oh my God, the biggest upset. Margot, if you're listening, put down your teapot. Listen, Gandalf the Black won a set today. So we took Gandalf down. We changed all his shoes around, took the cork off him. I think that's the biggest change, was we took all the cork off him, put bandages on him behind, tinkered with his gear a little bit. I put him on the front today, and didn't he beat everybody in 229. So Gandalf the Black was a winner. Everybody was trying to swarm him down the lane, but they couldn't get him. Gandalf was good today. Made a little skip in the turn after, but an error-free run all day otherwise, and then came right up pacing. Didn't run for very long. Put a step in, rolled off stride, come right up pacing right away, and come back on and went by them all again. So a little possessed. He was good today. You know, as I said, I wanted to go with him, but the horse I saw the other day just looked terrible. Terrible 2 weeks ago. So I want to believe. I want to believe that we jumped to conclusions on Gandalf. Maybe he is coming on now. Maybe he needed the corks off him. Regardless, I don't think they're going to name any stake races after him. But now what do I do here? Oh, here we go. But he was good today. Today is day one. Day one of the rest of his life. I had somebody message me say, would you take less? No. I don't even know if I want to sell him now from what I saw today. I don't think that would be fair. So I certainly don't want less for him. Gandalf might have. He might have. Just the timing and the slowness in which people were, you know, trying to lowball me. I had some people offer us 10, 11. I said no, absolutely not. So maybe the timing of everything that took place is going to help Gandalf. Maybe you don't get much closer to leaving than that. So I would love to see the horse come back and do good. He's on a week by week basis right now, and we'll put a hold on selling him just yet. Come out in set 3. Horn Player now, I could see after they come out in the track. They had the blacksmith came here. They had a lot. Today's sets had a lot going wrong. A lot of horses with toes chopped off them. We had some horses scratched because of vaccinations. We did have some sick horses. So a real fragmented crew today. Horn Player rolled off in the last turn. I think she was just getting angry because I was keeping her bottled up. But she was trotting great and looked awesome. This was her first trip back since taking those OCDs out. She was awesome. Una Madonna was one of the vaccine horses also. She didn't go today. Who else? Brace for Landing made a break, but again, just got shod. Track was hard this morning. Tailgate Buzz and Coupe de Ville stole the show. They looked fantastic. Johnny had Tailgate Buzz. James had Coupe de Ville. They were both trotting right together under the wire and looked great from my perspective. From where I was back a little bit, but they both looked fantastic. Now, here's Sipping on My Shine. I think he's a dumb horse. I think he has a very small brain, but a very big engine. I think maybe God took some of his energy away, some of his brain power away, and put it in his engine. He can fly, but he is one stubborn bugger. And it was a chore to keep him contained today in 228. Now, Sipping on My Shine, Sister Solange, Tactical Mounds, we were noses apart at the wire. She was awesome also. This was the first time James got to go with her, maybe ever. He said, I can see what you're saying now. This is a really, really nice filly. So Sipping on My Shine was powerful, but dumb. We're going to TQ him on Saturday. He's much like the other Ohio horse, the Full Heart. Just wants to do more than he really is able to just yet. Thinks he can, and maybe he can, but it would be a little much for him. So we just want to keep him contained until we get to about 2.8, 2.10. I think when we start getting a little speed in front of him, it'll be a little easier instead of running over somebody in front of him, wanting to just get around them at all costs, maybe understanding you can follow. Things that we're trying to teach them, sometimes it comes in stages too. And when it comes to Sipping on My Shine, trust me when I tell you, this is a powerhouse of an animal, but is a little quirky right now, and he wasn't running. He just worked perfect today, no brakes, nothing like that, but I could only follow for about 3/8 of a mile. Then I had to move him to the outside. He was a little grabby. I moved him to the front. He dropped the bit. It's like he's going along, all of a sudden he's like, okay, I want to go a million right now. He's gone for no particular reason at all, and he can be a handful. So I think we have him hung up good. I think we have him shod good. Now it's just going to be the tough challenge ahead of teaching him to behave. I think we can. For the next little while, we are probably going to TQ him on faster training days, just so we can keep him understanding and contained at the same time. So Sipping on My Shine was great. Sister Solange, Tactical Mounts. Johnny said Mo Power Baby was closing in hard and made a break at the wire, but he said her hobbles are out a little long. We did have them tight for a reason, so I think it's just a simple adjustment of the hobbles. Pulled them in a little bit. Leaps and Bounds and Cunning Connie were very good. Swinging Senorita was scratched also. Little bit sick, not bad. Small temperature. She jogged but did not train. And was vaccinated yesterday. Sir Strong missed his set. Very slight temperature, as I said, vaccinated. By the time we were going out the door, I said, hey, where's Sir Strong at? Oh, he had just a small temperature. I said, I told you guys he would have been fine to go today. It's all right. Just go out and jog him. So I went up to the fence and watched the 5th set. Spitfire Overseas won and looked very, very convincing in doing so. Columbus was very good. James made a break at the wire with Landing Pad. He couldn't really tell me why. He said he was trotting good. Then he just kind of switched leads quick and rolled off. So probably touched himself. But he's been trotting good. He's a horse. I think he is going to put it all together soon. It's going to look really impressive. So Landing Pad made a little break at the wire. Smoking Hot Irish Girl got drug out of it as who was the horse in there? I believe we threw Rosita's Dream in there. He had a busy day. He went in set 5, set 7, and then I went a mile with him. I went a quarter with him after. He's just got to learn to go with the hobbles on. Very stubborn attitude right now from Rosita's Dream, but not the end of the world. You know, he'll get it. As I said, I guarantee you I can work him harder than he can be stubborn. I'll win. So at some point in the next 15 days, I think you'll have a huge update from Camp Rosita. No doubt in my mind. So Smoking Hot Irish Girl was good. Landing Pad just made a break at the wire. Spitfire Overseas looked amazing. Looked very, very good. Columbus looked very good also. This is another reason that I'm optimistic about Sipping on My Shine, is I see him right now where Columbus was 3-4 weeks ago in that stubborn, I just want to wreck everything mode, you know, just overpower, bull in a china shop type mentality, and it dissipated with Columbus. Much better now. Still, it's still there. It's still present. It's underneath the surface, but it's contained, and I hope that that's where we end up with Sipping on My Shine. Both these colts are strong, fast animals. Silent Assassin was very good also today, and James's horse, Hasty Bid, was scratched. He was sick. 6th set, we come out, Nothing But a Dreamer looked incredible. Ron's been really, I spoke to the caretaker. Ron's a great old guy. He owns a little piece of the colt. I said, listen, every bit of improvement from this horse will come from his feet. You need to work on them, sweat them, poultice them, iodine them, reducing them. Always do something with his feet. I'm going to have to talk to the blacksmith. They are a little funnel-shaped. They're not what I would call clubby, but they're not the most super healthy feet on a horse. It's indicative to the muscle mass breed, I think, also. So every 2.5, 3 weeks, you're going to have to open those heels up, drop them down a little bit, and keep them there. I said, Ron, aside from what we know is the trigger, he has other issues. He's a muscle mass. His knees hurt him. Blister his knees, hawks and stifles. Rub some blue lotion on his back. Keep a blanket on him. If you can do all this, you're going to see huge improvements. I come off the track today, and I looked right at Ron. I said, you see the difference now? And he said, yeah, that's incredible. The horse was awesome today. He looked very, very convincing today. Very impressed with what I saw from Nothing But a Dreamer today. Who else was good? Cash Deals was good. Magical Tom was good. Dreamin' of Credit was good. Everybody was in behind me, but I was getting good reports from everybody. And shockingly, the best report, aside from what I just told you about Nothing But a Dreamer, James gave a good report for Twin Cedars All-Star. Here's a horse that was easily the worst horse we had all throughout the fall. Him and Depend On It were battling it out to be the worst horse we had. So with Depend On It gone now, the seat's wide open. And Twin Cedars All-Star just looked great. He looked great today, from what I was told. Now, I was sitting in the, I let Mario go with Cash Deals, and then Johnny came and cleared to the lead with Magical Tom, who needs shod bad. He still has winter corks on. Johnny did a great job keeping that colt together today. And then we come out of the turn, and I just blew them out of the water with Nothing But a Dreamer. He was awesome. And James said, no, the All-Star colt was trotting hard on the end of it and coming to you, which I was shocked. I'm like, yeah, okay. And he goes, no, serious, he was good. So that's great. We went out in the 7th set, starting to get a little muddy now. Fashion Presidente, I made some changes on him. Shoes, equipment. He was very, very strong. I got to park my wife. She moved first over at the 5/8. No room, no vacancy in the hotel today. It was muddy. I was out wide going around the mud in the first turn, and she said, it's really hard to get around you when you're all over the track. I said, I was just going around the mud puddles. I didn't want to get all dirty. So she got to me at the 5/8, and no, you stay there. I stay here. We finished up together, trotted away from everybody. Fashion Presidente came back on and nipped. Now, Amy said she hung on one with High Enterprise, but I think I beat her. Fair is fair, I beat you. They were right together at the wire. Hill Street Blues, Johnny said, was awesome, which is odd. His toes are really long, which is fine. We're going to make note of that. Johnny said the best he's ever trained was today by far. He's got extraordinarily long toes up front and behind. Maybe he's one of those horses that likes them that way. We will shoe him this week, but keep in mind that his toes were long when he was trotting great, and then reevaluate after we shoe him. How is he now? Does he look okay now? Does he look better? Does he look worse? If so, maybe let his feet grow a little bit. So Johnny said Hill Street Blues was awesome today. Austral Hanover, I guess, was good. Even Warwi Yuri was good. What a Mission made some breaks on James today. He thought that maybe he had the hobbles on a little long. I've said this a number of times. A very unique animal is What a Mission. He's not hot like the other What the Hills. He's not stubborn and ignorant. He does his work. He makes breaks in weird places. And not lame or sore in any way. I think he'll come, but he's a weird little horse. I like him. He's a likable horse. He's got a lot of speed, a lot to offer, but he did make some breaks today. So that was your overall list. There were some scratches, sickness, whatnot, but we know what's going to happen this time of year. March is almost a write-off every year, whether it be the track, or whether it be whoever. It's a write-off most years. So it's not really the end of the world. The horses that really caught my eye today, I got to be honest, because my expectations were so low on Gandalf the Black, I'm going to give him top marks today. He was awesome. Very, very good today. Cutie Cumber, I was told, was fantastic. I got to watch Tailgate Buzz and Coupe de Ville. They were very, very good today. Tactical Mounds just looked, I almost said superior, but she just looks amongst the top of the class. She looked awesome. Sipping on my shine, her and him trotted all the way down the lane. Two different animals. One is intelligent, powerful, and strong. One is stupid and powerful and strong, but both are powerful and strong, and both did their work well today. Spitfire Overseas looked, again, awesome. Columbus looked great. Nothing But a Dreamer, right up there with Gandalf for improvement, looked awesome today. James said Twin Cedars All-Star. I'll give him a shout-out. Fashion Presidente and High Enterprise. All those horses were awesome today. That's your update for Tuesday. There's not going to be a whole lot going on Wednesday here today with freezing rain and whatnot. I'm heading over to Miami Valley early tomorrow morning to race. And I think they're heading over to Mohawk with 3 or 4 tomorrow, getting ready for Friday. Got some bad news. I just got a message. There's only one nominators of 2. Who are we going to use, Kemp or Resolute Bay? I'm going to have to make a phone call. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. I got to get a hold of Dominic and see what he wants to do, and get a hold of Harry also. I will talk to them, talk to you. Take care. We'll talk soon.